As millions of adults get vaccinated against COVID-19 every day, this is a time of transition for many people. Transition from a life of lockdown, being socially distant, to new freedoms and even hope. But there are some things we should keep in mind as we transition back to a normal-ish world, if you will. Licensed marriage and family therapist Susan Harrington joins us this morning with some tips to best navigate our soon-to-be new normal as people are getting vaccinated. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I appreciate being here.
So I know one of the biggest things people are probably going to start noticing in themselves is an anxiety to get back out in the world, even after they have their vaccine. How do we handle that?
So it's really important for us to remember that anxiety looks different on different people. So for some folks, anxiety could look like what we think of, right? The nervous, the withdrawal kind of thing, this avoidance, and even a delay in how we react to things. However, it also looks like aggression, resistance, this push, this opposing piece. That is also anxiety. And that group of folks typically don't want to consider that to be. What's really important for us to note is that we feel anxiety normally in situations, and it could look like nervous and excited and stressed at the same time.
But just to know, we just should all know how to recognize that in ourselves and the people closest to us, so we can adjust, if you will.
Absolutely.
I know we're all starting to make plans again, but as people do start to make plans, what are some things they should and should not be doing?
So there's 5 really simple things, and I want to make sure I say that although they're simple, they're not easy. They're really challenging for us to do. The first is it's important to pace ourselves. We're so excited to get out. We need to keep balancing life, work, and play at the same time. The second is to be very kind to ourselves and to others. We have these thoughts that go, I should do this, I could do that, I want to do this, I must do that. We have these running thoughts. We're all learning together. The third is to express our needs very carefully and openly, because safety and comfort are really important. The fourth is to keep self-care as a priority. It's so tempting to just relax those self-care things. We need to keep them in place, the ones we've been keeping in place. The fifth is to be very mindful of what I'm feeling, so I can think before I behave, because that way I'll respond and not react. Because when we react is when we get ourselves in a spot.
Some really good things to remember. And the other big thing is, I know in the beginning of the pandemic it was, is this real, is this not? It transitioned to mask versus no mask, and now it's going to probably be to vaccine or not vaccine. And that could be those two sides. Is when they come together, be it among groups of family members or members of the public, can be difficult to navigate. What is your suggestion to best handle that, especially when it's within a family or a group of friends?
Oh my goodness. So yeah, those are really tough. So the piece that I mentioned earlier about being very aware and being very kind about my opinion and your opinion is important. To respect that we all have it, and to take care of ourselves when we're doing that, when we're interacting with them the best we can. If that means just adjusting our behavior a little bit, not to cause more distress, that's a really caring way to do that. Hopefully, the person gets a message, oh wait, let me put my mask back on, I forgot I'm with people, I just forgot it. I was at the grocery store recently, a lady's coming out of her car, and she's like digging in her purse, and she realized she forgot her mask, and I thought that was really considerate.
So just being aware of each other's feelings, that is key, because we're all stressed in different ways as we continue to navigate through this pandemic.
Exactly. And if it's causing you too much distress, reach out to a professional and get some more kind of specifics for your life.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate those tips as we all move into this new normal of the pandemic. As always, we appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Time's now 8:17. Let's get a check.